everyone, welcome to another studio vlog. It's Tuesday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. I know it's past that by the time you're seeing this, but happy Valentine's Day anyway. I'll send you the love late. Just take it. I just want to pop in and give you a little heads up of what's going to be happening in this vlog. All you've seen me do so far. I decided to move my desk. I liked how my desk was set up before, you know, at that angle, and I could see into my whole studio space and into my living room back here. But it also made the room feel a little bit smaller. And it's a fine sized room, so it's not like that's made it feel tiny or anything, but my art corner over there gets cluttered and just like the whole tabletop gets full of stuff the minute I start to do anything. And when that is the case, the space does feel very small. And so putting my desk here in this corner just kind of separates the room a bit more into two separate spaces, which is actually quite nice, and creates more space between the two zones I have going on in here. And I like the way that the computer looks now when you like look into the room and you look in here from the living room. It's like this is a very nice picturesque view, and before you could like see the back side of the computer and the desk, which we all know the back sides of computers are not necessarily nice looking. The reason I set my desk up like that to begin with was when I moved in here, I had a different desk. It was bigger, and so when I got the smaller one, I just kept it in the same spot and went about my day. So I didn't even realize until I was looking at it that this desk would fit perfectly in this corner now. So yes, very pleased with how this feels and looks now. But besides that little tangent, what's going on this week? Not a ton, but I do need to film my Patreon video. So if you're curious about that, go ahead and sign up. My link is in the description. If you're curious, I have $3, $10, $15, and $30 tiers with all sorts of different benefits. I can't remember exactly which tier gives you access to my videos on there. I think it's the second one. Might be the third one. I don't know. I think it's the second one though. And basically my videos are, I'm doing a like yearly art challenge for myself. And so my videos are just kind of me checking in on that and showcasing the work that I'm doing there. And that's all being shown on Patreon and not on here and not on Instagram. So if you want to see those exclusive little things, go check that out. What else do I have to do? Just some sketchbook work I need to make sure I get in. I need to go to Hobby Lobby because I know they have like wooden frame pieces that you can connect and make like a variety of different frames. So I need to go look at those. I've never looked at them. And like figure out which ones I need, and if I can, I think I watched somebody on YouTube the other day like stretch a canvas themselves around those and then paint on that. I'm trying to figure out maybe if I should be painting on something other than just like the standard canvas that I buy. I know Leah Alexan's been painting on like wood panels lately, and she said something like it was smooth and she liked that, and I hadn't even thought about that before, but I think that's why I prefer to draw sometimes over paint, is just because the paper is smooth. So yeah, that's kind of on my mind. So whenever I go to Hobby Lobby, I'll definitely be looking at that kind of a deal and those products. What else do I have to do? Oh, I have on here, start a rough draft of a zine. So I think I'll probably do that today. That's kind of what I'm in the mood for. Also, when I was eating lunch, I put on Julie and Julia, the movie. And Stanley Tucci like popped out, right? I didn't even know he was in the movie. And I got the idea to draw him, so I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget this idea. But I don't know, maybe do maybe just one drawing of him, but he's a character and an actor. I guess that whenever he shows up in a movie, I feel like I never expect him to be in it. And then when he pops up, it's like, oh, Stanley Tucci. Everybody loves Stanley Tucci. I don't think I've ever heard anybody be like, don't like him as an actor. He always plays very good characters. So I'm gonna draw Stanley Tucci in some capacity during this vlog as well. I have no other thoughts on it besides I want to create him in an art thing. So stick around if you want to see the rough draft of the zine, Stanley Tucci come alive somehow, and a Hobby Lobby visit. I think those are gonna be my 3 big things. If I had run through that before turning the camera on, I could have saved us some rambling, but I don't think it was that bad. But enjoy the vlog. Subscribe, give it a like right now. Why not? I'm sure you're enjoying me. I mean, look at me. Okay, bye. The next day. Yesterday, you just saw me finish, I filmed the Patreon video, which was me updating my patrons on my daily art challenge, how that was going, what I was thinking, what changes I needed to make for that. It's a good video. It was a long one. It was very chatty, but I think it was good. And so I spent the day filming and then editing that, and then I did start on making a rough draft of a zine. So I also said, right, that I was in the mood to draw Mr. Tucci. And so you watched me cut that one piece of paper up into these 7 small pieces. And that was a really good way just to get out a lot of simple pencil sketches. So that might be something that you see me continue, because it just gave me a physical, there was the pile of blank ones there, right? So it was I have this many more to do. They didn't take me very long, but they felt like complete little individual pieces. Now I can kind of lay them out. So am I going to create a zine of just Stanley Tucci portraits? Maybe. Maybe. We're going to see. I'm going to probably do some more. I really like drawing. If I'm doing a portrait, I enjoy drawing older men versus younger people or even old women. I don't know what it is about old guys' faces that I very much like. Not just saying that in a weird way. I just like the weathered look of the skin and all that stuff. I don't really know how to not make that sound weird. Maybe it doesn't sound weird as an artist saying it, but I feel a little weird saying it. But anyway, I enjoyed drawing these. This one was clearly my favorite. It was the first one I did. He looks nice. It doesn't quite like capture him completely, so like that's why I did so many. And these were ideas of like his different characters and roles that he's played, like kind of one of each, plus a couple of just headshots of his, and I think one from his cooking TV show. So they need to improve before they are at a point that I am happy with them, but I always like the way that these rough pencil sketches look. So I'll probably, man, sometimes I don't pronounce my words very well, and I wonder if I'm a functioning adult or not. So today it's just going on 2 o'clock. So I've worked at Stitch Fix. I still have a little bit of that to do today. And then my plans are to go grab an early dinner with my mom. I need to pick up some prints I ordered for my market I have in a couple of weeks and do my Hobby Lobby shopping that I mentioned yesterday. So let me show you my list. I'll talk you through that, and then you'll see me do all that, and I'll do a little haul because I'll probably pick up other things. My mom is also coming with me, so we will actually get some like cute little shots of me in Hobby Lobby, which I never do because I'm always alone and, you know, feel kind of weird about it. But my Hobby Lobby list gets those wood panels I talked about for frames and for stretching canvas. So I need to measure the canvases that I need to frame. So I have those measurements and how many. Excuse me. I want to get at least one wood panel to try painting on, maybe 2 small ones, try a couple different things. I need to find the stretch canvas or muslin, whatever people paint on. I'll probably do some research before I leave for that. I need to get a pencil sharpener. It's been on my list so many times and I just keep bypassing it, but I actually need a pencil sharpener. I do not have any. And then I need to get tracing paper. I haven't had tracing paper since I was at school, and it was such a vital tool for me at school, so I don't know why I have not replenished my stock, but I need that. I've been out of white acrylic paint forever, so I need some of that. And then I want to get some of that setting spray for graphite pencil drawings. I've never used that, but I enjoy pencil drawing. But I don't do it very often for finished pieces because I hate the smudging. So, you know, if I can do a few of these small ones to a point that I love them and I can get them to set and not smudge, then I might do a few bigger ones. I also have like a display shelf on my list, but I've picked out a couple on Amazon and I took a picture of it. And so I'm going to reference that at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure Amazon's going to be cheaper. So that's the list. And that's what's going on. I also think I'm going to rearrange this desk now. I don't know. I like the way it looks, but I don't like working in this corner. For art, it feels very creatively stifling to me. And maybe because it's also like not to a window, it's like to a dark corner. But dinner, Hobby Lobby, and maybe some more Stanley Tucci drawings is what's on the docket. And that's all I'm trying to say to you. Bye. Okay, everybody, let us do, what's going on with my hair here? Let's do a little art haul so I can show you all the goodies I got. I got a lot of good stuff. They were having a good sale too, so I saved some bucks, which was great. All right, first up on the list, I got this matte finish spray by Krylon. I didn't have anything to spray on and finish my like graphite pencil drawings and stuff. I'm gonna talk to you and lower this at the same time. Hopefully it didn't pick up too much static. So I did that. I really enjoy my pencil sketches, and the reason I don't do more finished pencil drawings is because I did not have this finishing spray. So now I have it, and I'll have to test it out on my little Stanley Tucci drawings to see how it works. I just got some classic HB pencils. They are just, babe, you're not involved in this, you know? She very much thinks that she is involved. Yes. Classic HB pencils, they are my number one thing for drawing. I got a classic pencil sharpener. Just very easy, you know, the classic pencil sharpeners. I always hear that they tend to be people's favorites when they do like their own art supply hauls and stuff. So I figure why even spend money on like a nice electric one or anything when I could just do that. I got a replenish of my Dr. Martens black ink. This is my favorite, especially because it has a little tear, the eyedropper thing at the top. I really need to buy more of them like this. It's the best way to like use ink sparingly and like more accurately, not waste any, in my opinion. So I got some more of that. This is the waterproof stuff, so I have to be extra careful when I'm using it. I got a big heavy-duty staple gun for canvas stretching and stuff. Some staples for said stapler. Big old tube of titanium white paint by Liquitex. I gotta say, the design of this tube I dislike. All the other Liquitex brand that I have is like all white tubes, and they just look more modern, and I like that better. But it is the brand of acrylic paint that I love, and I was in desperate need of white. So there's that. That bag is empty. Then we have some of the big stuff over here. I bought 2 wood panels to try out. So I got matching 12 by 16 wood panels. There's like space on the back. I'm curious to try these out. I don't know. I'll probably use acrylic paint on them since that's like my go-to medium. I don't know what pencil would look like on it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm curious to see how they go, how they work, what I think of them. I bought, save this for later. Seiji, move. No, give back. Hey, all right. In this bag here, all that's in there are frame pieces for building canvas stretch frames. They like go together like so. And then you hit them so they really close up and look nice. Babe, you're in the way so much. I've never used these, so I don't know what they're going to be like. I'm hoping I can kind of maybe use them as frames to my already done canvases, and like nail them or wood glue them to the canvases. But we'll see. I'll experiment with that probably in this video, so you'll see all of that. And if I can't, then I will just buy canvas and stretch my own canvases with these, because I also want to be doing that. Try out different fabrics, and not just canvas fabric, but like linen or muslin, like all that, all those different options. So that's fun to have on hand.
And then the last art supply thing that I got, if you remember from my list, is tracing paper. Oh, something kind of got bent up a little bit, but it's tracing paper, so it's fine. I got this huge pad of it. I figure I just get the big pad. There's 50 sheets in here. It's 17 by 14. It's the Masters Touch brand from Hobby Lobby. I got really lucky. They were having a sale on the Masters Touch. So the wood panels, this pad, and some of the frame pieces were all Masters Touch. So that saved me some bucks, which was great. So that's all the art supplies that I purchased. A lot of basics, but also I think any art supply is exciting. So woohoo. Last thing that I got while I was out were I picked up my prints I ordered from Office Depot, which if you're a patron of mine, you received this in a fine art print when I first made it. And now I have it printed in these 11 by 14 sizes, which I think is really cute. And it is a really popular one of mine. So I just wanted to make sure I had a lot of them for the market I have coming up in Chicago. These are not fine art prints. They are a much more affordable, like budget-friendly print. And so I sell them for 20 bucks. And basically that encompasses the printing cost, the like gas cost of me driving in and picking them up, and the packaging cost, and then the, me getting to markets and selling them. So it's a good price for everyone involved, for people buying art who just want some wall art and they're not huge. Like, I feel like art is sometimes like gate kept with the prices of things. And so I do not feel like I'm cheapening my work or anything like that by offering these budget-friendly prints. I want everyone to have and be able to have a copy of my work who wants to support me. I do like edition and limit the fine art prints that I buy, and I charge them up accordingly. And I think that's just as important as everything else, because those are the people who really appreciate art in its entirety, and they understand the value of like fine art prints and how like they will keep over time. These prints here are not something that will last, the tale of time, which is why they're sold at a budget price. But that's why I kind of bulk order them. And you can see they kind of have a sheen to them. But they're essential to my business. So they're good. So I'll have to cut those to size, package those before the market as well. But that's my little haul. It's like after 8 o'clock now. I was out with my mom for quite a while. It was fun. And now I'm going to get ready for bed. And tomorrow you'll probably see me rearrange this desk, kind of how I talked about, because I'm really feeling that that's necessary. And maybe I'll do it tonight if I get energy after putting on my pajamas, which I might. And then I didn't draw any more Stanley Tucci's, but that's also still to come. So stay tuned. All right, morning. You saw me just pick up my little things I left all over the floor last night and then rearrange my studio a little bit. I'm not satisfied with it.
I am sitting at my newly rearranged desk right now, and I do like facing away from the corner. So that part is a success. But my room now feels cluttered again. Before, right, my desk was angled. This was back in the corner out of the way. And then that storage dresser I have is at an angle. My rug is at an angle. Now I'm wondering, since I have moved this, if I need to move the dresser so it's not at an angle. It's just I like seeing the dresser out from the other rooms. It's like a very nice focal point looking in, and I worked hard on it, so it's nice to kind of show it off in that sense. The other thing I'm thinking is that the desk that took me forever to like situate this direction, I like wonder if I need to situate it the other direction, like this side here. If I need to put it against the wall over here, and then I would face that way, which I don't like as much, but I don't know. I think that maybe like walking into the room and then entering the desk from this way might be better. But then this long side of the desk is what will be like jutting out. So it'll go out quite far. I don't know. My other thought, right, is to take off an angle piece and not have the L shape, and just have the longer side be my working desk space. Because when I'm actually working, right, I don't need this whole L. It's just it tends to get cluttered. So maybe I should like take off half of it and only use the one long side, and then maybe I could put it in the middle of the room. No, that seems like it would be weird. But maybe I could angle it here. Maybe I could angle it out, kind of swap, because I've angled my desk before, so maybe I could angle this table out and work that way instead. I don't know, maybe that's what I'll try later, but it's going on 8 o'clock. We're not quite there yet, so I do have to clock into my day job, so that'll be what I get up to next. But I'll let you know if I switch my room around again, and then I'll probably do like a full studio update when I feel like that's set. But yes, let's start the day. Alrighty guys, good morning. It is February 21st, Tuesday morning. My last vlog just premiered and uploaded yesterday,
And I'm going to close out this vlog today. I just wanted to tie up some loose ends. I believe this vlog I wanted to focus on that Hobby Lobby trip, drawing Stanley Tucci, and doing my rough draft of my zine idea. So basically, I combined the zine idea with Stanley Tucci. So I didn't get any further with like fleshing out his designs, rather like more than the sorry, than the 7 or so like sketches of him. Something that I really struggle with is I tend to really like the first variation of whatever I make. Like, I think he turned out really nice, and I like how these all look sketchy, and like I know he could be better, but recreating him again at a larger scale is I've tried to do it with other things, and I always have a really hard time doing it. So I haven't mustered up the courage to do that just yet. I did do some sketchbooking, which you saw. This one, I was just I got some chalk pastels, which I've never used before. So I like used the tracing paper and just roughly traced that same sketch over with the pastels to see if I wanted to do something maybe heavier textured for like maybe an option. If I do a whole zine of Stanley Tucci, maybe it'll be the same pose with different textures, or it will be all of the different ones. It will probably be all of the different ones. But that's what I was doing there. And then just to try to loosen up the other day, I went in and I did these ink sketches and pieces. So this one I used liquid ink in a brush, and this one I used a ink brush pen, which they're not Stanley Tucci, obviously, but just kind of, spending my time developing that style a little bit more. And I like how these all look. So trying basically just to build my confidence in it. But all of these I didn't sketch first. I went straight in with my marker and my ink and brush. And I think I just need to start doing that. When I have an idea for a large piece, I need to just start on the large piece, just trust myself a bit more, not be so nervous. That's why I didn't film this though, because I was just trying to really loosen up and, get into it. So that's kind of where I'm at with all of those. When I was at Hobby Lobby too, I picked up those wooden frame pieces, which you saw me struggle with a little bit. Let me get one. So, the idea was to, these are frames for stretching canvas over. This is what it looks like all together, the pieces. And I was, in my mind, I don't know why I didn't think it through better, but I was like, oh, I'll get this. And then my 8x10 canvas, I was thinking like either fit it inside or like glue it on top just to make it look a little bit more finished, because those like canvas frames are really pricey. I mean, I bought some off of Amazon a while ago and I thought they were pricey, especially for what they were when they came. They felt very cheap. So I've been trying to find a better option for that. And then one more thing I wanted to show you. I did go to town again without you with me, and I scored these prints that I'm so excited about. I got them the store is called Ross, and it's kind of like a TJ Maxx Home Goods vibe, but a different company. And I just can't believe I came across them. So I got this print, which everyone's going to definitely recognize. I think I'll just turn the camera around so you can see it better. Let me just do this, actually. I believe it'll all be in there. But yeah, I freaking got the Great Wave of Kanagawa in a print. And it's framed. It was only what was this one? This was $25. It's huge. It's textured too, which I was like, that's cool. I don't know how I lucked out and why it was there and not taken. This is one of my favorite paintings. It's always been a huge inspiration for a lot of my more like Asian inspired artworks of my own. So I was floored when I saw this. And so this will go in my studio here, which I have to show you that too, because in this vlog I was like reorganizing all sorts of things. So as you can see, I should have touched on that first. My art desk is in the middle of my room. It's not back here in the corner where it was before. I can't remember if I said it or not earlier, but I'll say it again. I was not excited about making art in here. I was having a very hard time sitting with my face to this corner back here. I was having a really hard time like getting myself to get over there and sit because it just didn't feel very inviting, I guess. So I've taken off one of the L corners of the desk, and so I can bring it in the middle of the room. Now I have a big window in front of me. And it feels great. I've sat here a couple times now, and it's just really good. It's a really good vibe. And so it was definitely the right decision. And then you saw that I moved my desk at the very beginning of the vlog too to open it up. So now my work is very much in the corner. And even though I'm like looking at the wall technically at my work desk, the big window is still right in my line of sight. So it doesn't feel like I'm shut away like this corner is. So that was the other big thing. I have one more print to show you that I got alongside with the Great Wave. It's another classic. Let me grab it. I'm going to put it in my living room. It is amazing. And it's one of the ones that I don't think of all the time, but when I see it, I'm like, yeah, I love this painting. It is Nighthawks by Edward Hopper. It is I believe it's New York. A New York diner is what I'd have to read it again, but I've learned about it a couple times. But like again, it's textured. This one was only $20. I just can't believe it. I really lucked out. I don't understand how they were still there and not snatched up, but I'm floored about them. I was just saying to my mom as we were like driving into the store, like I would like to get some like famous work for my house that I find inspiring. And then we happened upon two. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, so I'm excited about them. So just something to look forward to. I am planning on doing like a full studio tour now that I have it set up the way that I like and it's organized the way that I want. So that'll be coming your way. And then I will do an updated one when I get like the floors and the walls done as well. So that's to look forward to in the next month or so. And then I have an art market at the end of this week. So as soon as I end this video, I'm going to start filming like an art market prep video for this week. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss any of those uploads. They'll be coming. If you don't already know this, I upload every 2 weeks. And my Instagram, I give little shots of my story a lot of the times of what's going on. So follow me over there. Follow me on Patreon because that stuff comes out every month. Prints, stickers, originals if you sign up for that tier. And then little videos over there as well. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And I'm grateful that you're here at all. So I guess I'll say goodbye now.